in the media industry, you have to shoot your shot. This is a camera, I'm taking a shot. So if you shoot with a camera and you're taking a shot, why don't you shoot your shot with your environment or with the people that you work with? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. My name is Aaron Sinclair and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about shooting your shot and why you should be shooting more. Not a real gun, but shooting your actual shot, because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you don't take your shot, you're gonna miss it. So you might as well take it. Over the course of my career, I've had many opportunities to shoot my shot. Sometimes I shot, sometimes I didn't. So I'm here to encourage you to do more. So let's get into it. Let's start off with a little story. So in 2017, I was working freelance. So I was in and out of quite a few agencies, and I heard this little rumor that a certain celebrity was gonna be filmed. This celebrity was kind of a big deal. You might know him, the one, the only, Usain Bolt, fellow Jamaican, Olympian, gold medalist. So upon hearing that, I went into overtime and I shot my shot. I found the director and I literally went up to him and I made a joke. I was like, oh, rumor has it you're looking for a cameraman for your Usain Bolt shoot. He was like, funny enough, we are. And from me just making that one little joke, which wasn't a joke, I was able to get onto a shoot with a Usain Bolt. And it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm starstruck, he's Usain Bolt, but he's an amazing guy and I got to work on something with him. It may not be him running on the track, but it was him doing football stuff. You can find it linked somewhere, blah, blah, blah. But the reason I'm telling you the story is because I was in a situation where I had an opportunity to shoot. Had I not shot my shot, I would not have been able to get onto that shoot. Sometimes in this media game, you have to be a bit cheeky. Like, you have to show your personality. Even if it's a case you go, do you know what? You're doing this and I want to be on it. Sometimes that works, but you literally have to be able to just shoot your shot, like I'm saying, because you never know where it's going to get you. And the worst thing that can happen is that your shot misses, but if your shot hits, you're going to get something. And like I said, I got to meet Usain Bolt. Not a lot of people can say they met Usain Bolt, but everyone knows Usain Bolt. So I was happy. And this is just one of many stories of me shooting my shot and actually getting someone from it. So it's just here to encourage you. A lot of the time you may think, oh my gosh, I can't do something, or I would really like to do it, but it's just as simple as putting yourself out there. Sadly, in this media game, it's a case of who you know. And it's not a case you have to know everyone, but the people you do know, they can help you. It's just a case, are you willing to put yourself out there to let them help you? But it's not to say that I'm an outgoing person, I'm an extrovert, because I'm not all of those things. But I do know when it comes to work and there's something that I want to be involved in, I'm willing to take that extra step or jump that extra mile to make it happen. Because there's a lot of people that hold keys to certain doors that you don't know. But it's a case of, are you willing to go to that door and try and open it? And a lot of the time, there's so much opportunities that we miss just because we're scared or because we think we're not going to be chosen. But a lot of the time, that's just a mental battle that we have going in our head, and it can be overcome so easy. And the thing is, the worst thing that can happen is someone says no, or they say, okay, not on this time, but maybe on the next thing. So it's just you, just open your mind to what is possible, because there's a lot of people around you. Even when you're just on the streets, you can meet someone that can change your whole career. And that's not just for media, that's for everything. Even another example, I was coming home from gym and someone on the street had their phone died and they were looking for a taxi, but they didn't know where to go. Because obviously we all depend on our phones now. So I literally gave them directions. I said, well, it's this way, we can literally walk together, I can show you where it is. The person then turned out to be a producer. This producer has now then put me onto jobs and little things like that, just because I've spoken, and it's like, oh, so what do you do? Oh, okay, I do the same thing. And it's a thing where those little connections can help you get so far, but you have to really put yourself out there. And I'm not saying every person you see, oh my gosh, I do this. No, if it's part of your personality and it's something that you're interested in, it should be something that you can just talk to someone normally about. Me, for example, I love media. And it's not a case of I love media because I'm a crazy person. It's just, it interests me. And it's not a thing I talk about all the time, but there's little things that I could say within conversations that it's interesting, but it also gets information at the same time. But what I implore you to do, or even try to do, is just literally put yourself out there, because you don't know what your shot is gonna get you. And like I'm saying, if you don't shoot your shot, you don't know what you're gonna hit. But if you shoot your shot, there's a potential. You might hit something and you might land the sickest gig, career, whatever it is of your life. Just make sure you get out and you shoot your shot. If you need to watch a James Bond film to see how to shoot, do that. If you need to pretend to shoot or get a Nerf gun, do that. but I want you to get out there and shoot your shot, because I want you to be successful. I want you to get jobs, and I want you to be able to be the best you possible. So if you did enjoy the video, do make sure to like, drop a comment and subscribe, because I will be coming out with more content that is to help you get by and just give me some knowledge on how to get by in the media industry, because it's not easy. When I started the media industry, I knew no one, absolutely no one. So I hope that all these little tips and all these little gems that I've learned over the time can be helpful to you to make sure that you can get to where you need to way faster than what I did. So yeah, I will catch you on the next one. I'm Sinclair, signing out.